这条片子呢，我们是为了中央电视台广告部做的形象广告。
MMIA approached us a couple months ago with a storyboard called Ink for CCTV, the China Central Television. They wanted to do a film which kind of retraced the history of China from traditional China to modern China, all made with ink.
那我们会希望通过传统的水墨以及一些现代的方式，把传统的中国和现代的中国结合在一起，来表现品牌的力量。
It was obvious that Nico was the right match for this kind of project, and we were trying to get on the phone with them and discuss sort of the basic questions that might be there to be answered to understand better what they wanted.
首先，我们曾经得到过一份 Nico 的作品，觉得它非常适合在液体方面的经验。那同时，我们希望和 Nico 的这样的合作，能够让我们的片子突破一些传统的格式。
I think we had a week of time and were able to put together, some, storyboard, or more like a style frame situation where we would describe how we would approach it. And I guess Nico's presentation impressed good enough so that we ended up talking about doing the job.
We decided to make some kind of new storyboard or something in between a storyboard and a style frame because we wanted to show how the film can look like in matter of content and in matter of style. So we decided to make some kind of in-between storyboard and style frame. We make a big style frame where we can see the whole story of the film.
我们希望把中国的传统文化和更现代的中国结合在一起，来表现品牌的力量可以改变一切。
Our visit to China was very brief. We spent 5 days there for the PPM pre-production meeting. It went really well. We got to meet the agency and we spent quite a few days with the agency first going through the storyboards. And then we met with CCTV.
I don't even know how long I was there because we worked a lot there and we have a lot of discussions concerning the contract and the movie itself.
We went through each details in the storyboard, the individual concepts that are inside the storyboard to the way the ink was going to be, the colors, all the different aspects of the commercial.
I guess we worked 4.5 days, and the half day we went out, and actually at the end we saw the Great Wall of China, and we had a look on the Forbidden City. That was great.
We went to the Great Wall, mostly because the creative director from the ad agency wanted Nico to see it, as we had the Great Wall as an element inside the film, so you wanted Nico to kind of, take it in.
I always wanted to go to China since my early youth. So I always was interested in Eastern Asian culture. This was one opportunity, and it was very short, but I definitely will go there again.
I think they were quite impressed at how Nico researched and knew about the Chinese culture, history, aesthetics, arts, paintings, and everything that kind of incorporated this project.
In this film, it was very difficult to decide which is the right technique because we have all kind of elements in the film, elements like landscapes, very quick moving fishes, and and people who are acting with very big movements and doing Tai Chi, and we have very static elements like buildings and the Great Wall and something like that. So we have to find a technique or a bunch of techniques where we can handle this liquid animation. We also made some shooting where we had a little water tank where we shoot liquids and different kinds of ink, and this was also something which looks different at the end, and where we have to find out how to bring the stuff together. So we had to somehow invent some kind of new workflow, because we made some of the animations in Cinema 4D, some of the animations we did in XSI, and we had this motion capture data from Mocap Lab. So we had to bring them together in one software, because 3D Studio Max was our software. We made the liquid animations. We were working with Krakatoa and FumaVix. So we had to bring all these different sources together. I think this was our main challenge, because there's nothing like an established workflow between all these different softwares.
It was clear from the beginning to use orchestra, like orchestra sound. So we had to find single instruments that fits to the fishes, to the cranes, to the dragon, and have like a nice climax through the whole spot till the end. The goal was to find a way to find a mood and instruments and melodies that fit like every single scene of the film. The birds from the cranes, some impact stuff for the dragon and the Great Wall. We kind of calmed down there to have a nice final at the end.
I think the biggest challenge for us was to make this movie in such a short amount of time. So we are working a lot. So we had day shifts and night shifts every day, like 16 to 18 hours.
我觉得德国人做事情很追求完美，然后工作也非常非常的努力，经常通宵加班。
Working with the Chinese was a great experience. Obviously, you know, working with different cultures can be tricky sometimes. But I think the overall relationship went really well and smooth.
Our first worries was about different culture, different way of thinking, and the communication, different languages. But compared to other projects which we made with clients all around Europe and Germany, it went somehow even better.
德国很好，德国是一个非常舒服的国家，很舒适，但是很多人工作都很认真。那我希望也许未来中国也可以像德国这样。
It was important for us to portray the right image and speak the right language and the right codes that Chinese people are probably used to, which we had to learn.
I think we can be very proud of what we have done in this project. Even if we think about the amount of time we had and what we have learned during the project, we learned a lot of new techniques.
It's a great honor, you know, getting such kind of project from CCTV, from the agency, you know, being sent and awarded to us. It's a very rare occasion to have such a prestigious project, and it's groundbreaking apparently from you know, how this project has been done for the Chinese market.
Again, we have a piece of art which is still very impressive. So for us, it's every time we see simulated ink like that, and it's very surprising, and it's fun to look at, and it's a good piece of art where we are very proud of.
And obviously, you know, the Chinese market is huge, and CCTV being, you know, the television station really, with lots of different channels, we'll hardly ever get a bigger audience for our work. So we're very curious as to how it will be perceived, and if it will, and I hope it will live up to the great expectation that we all have now.
我希望这条片子会是一条里程碑一样的片子，它可以让很多人了解中央电视台，了解中国的广而告之公司，了解我们这样一个团队。